So where's the first place that your brain goes when you think epic fantasy book series? Exactly, that's where my brain goes too. Mostly instrumental soundtrack with vague song titles. We're on the same page. Did you know that there was one of those masterpieces for the Wheel of Time as well? Neither did a lot of other folks. Well, why don't you come join me and we're going to dive in and swim around in what is a Wheel of Time soundtrack, or a soundtrack for the Wheel of Time by Robert Berry. Diving right into the topic today, from what I've seen, not many fans are aware that 19 years ago, Robert Berry released an album called A Soundtrack for the Wheel of Time, a music soundtrack for books. I'll start off with saying that this album is in no way related to Amazon or its upcoming TV show, the music for which is being developed by David Buckley. And you should check out my girl Ebony's episode where she talks about David and his career and the implications for the show. Now, one thing I can honestly say I like about this album is the cover art. It's done by the prolific fantasy artist, Darrell K Sweet. He did the art for the original book covers, which, a lot of people don't like, but they're not accurate depictions of the characters, I would say, but it's still pretty good art, for the most part. Other than that, Nicolas Cage, Rand. This one has Rand when it's a unnamed, unidentified Aiel, and we'll call her Blavienda for now. On the back, we have Lan in the armor he never wears, Moraine with her beehive hairdo, and a noticeably not Nicolas Cage Rand. On the back, Robert Jordan is quoted saying that music has always been an integral part of my writing. Not only do I write to music, but I think of my writing in terms of music. The words make a sort of rhythm, and the story makes another rhythm. In a way, it's like I am orchestrating the characters. All right, now onto the actual album. So it has 19 songs. It is 50 minutes and 35 seconds long, and only 3 of the tracks on this album have lyrics. And the rest of them have like a computer-generated drum beat, guitar, and that's pretty much it. Now, as a fan for the Wheel of Time, I really do like the song The Aiel Approach. It kind of reminds me of like a Samoan haka, which is a great display of culture, and it always gets like my blood pumping, and this song kind of is reminiscent of that to me. So now let's break down the songs with lyrics. The first one is marked everywhere on the internet as a instrumental. So I apologize because I had to decipher this myself. So I believe I might have the only documented lyrics of the track Dreamwalker on the whole internet. It was marked as an instrumental, I promise. This is 2 minutes and 4 seconds of my life that I will never get back. Seriously. The hardships we subject ourselves to for your entertainment are insurmountable. Are you not entertained? After 30 seconds of... Yeah, we finally get to what I can only surmise are the lyrics. And honestly, if Robert Berry came to me and said, Tom, listen, that was just an instrumental and the lyrics that you're hearing are just figments of your imagination, I'd believe him. Because what the even is this? Anyway, the tech unicorn Kathy is going to put the lyrics that I jotted down myself somewhere on the screen. What does any of this have to do with being a bloody Dreamwalker, mother's milk in a cup? So please, somebody out there, prove me wrong, find the lyrics yourself, or maybe if you have better hearing than I do, because I know mine is messed up, take a listen to the soundtrack and tell me how wrong I am on the lyrics I found, because I cannot do it again. I can't do it! Can't! The next song that I'm going to talk about is titled A Theme for the Wheel of Time. And this is totally a theme song for the show, if it was written in the 90s on the WB. It's not terrible, it's a little catchy, it's fun. I feel like the lyrics go back and forth on being consistently written with Watt lore and not. So So let's start right off with it goes, the wheel goes on with every turn the world inside it. It's kind of like the chorus of the song. I really enjoy that line. You know, being a huge Watt nerd, I've often contemplated the concept of what the Wheel of Time is, you know, and I've always imagined it as like a metaphysical wheel, like a wheel that with the universe inside of it, and like a big gear on a clock, and the smaller gears are the actual worlds that, you know, exist. The next one is the world goes on, but the legend lives on. Now that makes me think, you know, of the heroes of the Horn living on in the world of dreams, the Age of Legends maybe, stories being told about them, and, you know, about the Age of Legends. Speaking of the Age of Legends, one of the next lines are, the Age of Legends killed the fire with fields of green and plenty for each. The great wheel spun a lasting peace. Say what? Killed the fire? What? What does that even mean? Did like Robert Berry come up with this himself? Did he and RJ have a discussion that made him think about that prompted killed the fire? The next one is kind of obvious. Fields of green and plenty for each. That's Age of Legends was a utopia. No one wanted for anything. It was please. I get it. The Great Wheel spun a lasting peace. The Age of Legends was completely peaceful. There was almost no warfare whatsoever, so much so that the people of the time forgot what it even was. They considered sword fighting like a sport, like fencing, and they didn't even, like, you know, have a concept of how to fight a war. They had to, like, reinvent it, tactics and stuff like that. They discussed that a little bit. So the next song is called Ladies of the Tower. Hard to figure that one out, right? I don't even know where to start with this one. It's still that, like, you know, same computer-generated auto drum, whatever it's called. This one, in fact, though, is not sung by Robert Berry. It's sung by Lisa Bushell. She's an American singer. She's got some interesting, you know, credits on her catalog of music, two of which that are particularly interesting to me were a Ludacris music video and Gossip Girl. Anyway, the lyrics start out with, and then they go to, and really the mission is pure and the guiding is hope. Like, come on, maybe if this song was just about Moraine, but like all the Aes Sedai, I mean, that's not even like, canonically, that's not even like the mission statement of the Aes Sedai. This album, though, is now part of the Wheel of Time legend, and it will live on because people are going to bring it up because they think they're cute. But, you know, it's still fun if you're a Wheel of Time fan, you know, you can listen to the songs and get a little bit of enjoyment out of the lyrics maybe, but overall, not that strong of an album. You could do some digital downloads for it on Amazon Music, Spotify, and the Apple Music Store. I'm pretty sure you could probably track down a physical copy of this album somewhere on the internet from, you know, third-party sellers and stuff like that. Thanks for sitting through this with me. It was an interesting journey that I went on listening to this album over and over again. Haven't heard it since high school, but I'll see you guys next time.
Welcome to the end of the show. As always, please subscribe to our channel and click the thumbs up button or leave a comment. We like comments, especially positive ones. If you have a friend who enjoys the Wheel of Time, tell them about us. Tell them about Dragonmount.com and our show. Sharing is caring. Special thanks to our show sponsor, Tour Books, as well as our fantastic Patreon community. If you want to learn more about how our show is made and get additional insights into the Wheel of Time, you too can become a Patreon supporter. And be sure to follow Dragonmount on social media, and we'll see you next time.